If anybody doesn't know what Team Pink Penis is, I gotta play this real quick.
I don't know what it is.
The real brother for setting these honkies straight, letting them know what's really going on, what's really happening in the world. You know, these honkies think because they rape and pillage that they own this world. But the real brother gonna set them straight.
I have a question for Ignat. Ignat, have you seen the studies of the Genome Project with racist DNA in it?
Listen, I don't talk to anybody who got a pink dick. All right. So like that go for pigs.
That's how you decide who you talk to and what their dick looks like?
Listen. I don't talk to honkies, man. You wanna talk to somebody, talk to Jesus, cracker.
It's his mama with that mouth.
RBR, has he seen your dick? That's how he chooses who he talks to.
I bet he votes Democrat.
Real brother.
I guarantee you he votes Democrat.
Because if you voted for Trump, you ain't black.
They all vote Democrat.
Bro, I just had a conversation with a buddy of mine where we agreed on every single foreign policy issue, period. Like we came to a term of condition. We were like, yeah, no, we can both agree on this. But he's going to vote for whoever's blue. He doesn't care.
Everyone at RBR's channel who isn't there to make a joke out of him, every single one is a Democrat. I mean, you can tell it's not surprising, but it is surprising that RBR, who claims that white people have racist DNA, is a Joe Biden fan.
May I say the thing I'm thinking?
Sure.
If you were not white, I would suggest you take him for your locale. However, given the circumstances of YouTube and the various other social media sites, I merely request that you choose another.
Yeah, I think it might not sit as funny.
I'm naked on the show. When I do the show, I'm naked. Then they look at the show and they, am I naked? I mean, and I mean, this is how dumb the white race is. What are we supposed to
do? I am not doubting your skill, bro. I am doubting his ability to take the joke.
He needs to chill out.
He needs a Zanny, dude. Don't do drugs, okay?
So, what do you think about religion?
I think it's pretty important, and I think that's one of the big problems with our culture, nation, world, politics.
Well, I say we should pass the collection plate. You see, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is the greatest show on earth. We have the very greatest type of entertainment ever. We have the drama slut himself, deriving the drama from the source of on high. We have every single Southern Baptist minister all the way back to the very beginning, laid down specifically to promote this man's channel. You see, if he gathers his subscribers properly, he can finance his future.
Amen.
Amen.
Can I get a witness?
And the more finances I secure, the more I can do this shit.
So yeah, eventually we can talk about religion, but that's a can of worms, so we can save that for a special episode.
Well, we can talk about religion. Sasquatch.
I don't have enough voice.
Southern Baptist. I went to a Southern Baptist church only right after I filed for divorce because I thought it might look better in the small town I was living in to the judge that I was a part of a church, but I chose a Southern Baptist one because it had the best building. I did not realize that for the rest of the 5 years I lived in that town, anytime I saw anyone from that church anywhere, they would say, I haven't seen you at church in a long time. Is everything okay?
Yeah, they know you. They know what you do. They know what you're charged with. They know when you're going to court, and they're going to show up and tell them whether or not you went to church.
So, are you out of the religion game now, or what?
Yeah, I think that religion is a perversion on what's actually going on. I think it's a corruption, and I think it serves to what's a decoy, right?
Well, if you have a gravy decoy, you ought to use it properly. You need to put it out front for everybody to see so that you can handle the snakes and serpents directly to the face.
So are you going like the spiritual but not religious route, or like what now?
Agnostic is the closest thing that it's the closest answer. So I probably spiritual but not religious, but like I hate sounding like a basic bitch, but
But you're
Yeah,
still
I guess-
sucking the pumpkin
I guess the
spice.
shoe fits.
Yeah. So I guess you're not going to be interested in talking about like Christian nationalism or anything like that. I'm sure you've.
Well, I'm not going to
been
join
gaps.
it because I think that Christianity is not in particular. All of them have their angle, but I think Christianity in particular it serves to. It teaches people to adopt slave morals and to believe it, to hold self-contradictory beliefs that are also contradictory to their experience, like virgin birth, Trinity. How can you have one God with three beings? I think it's actually it's a brainwashing technique. I think the schools do the same thing, but we don't. That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
So how are you going to address the moral debates when it comes to like politics and policy and nationalism and all that stuff?
Well, morals are easy to do. You can do morals agnostically. Morals are like there's the laws of gravity. Morals are the laws of society. Any society that you want to be strong and cohesive has to have moral behavior so that people within it can trust each other. Moral behavior is something that does not initiate harm to somebody else. So if I steal from you, it's immoral. If I say a cuss word, it's not immoral.
The problem with going with secular ethics as a basis of morality is you're going to run into fuzzy terms like harm. You have to define harm. Like, what is harm?
I don't feel like harm is that fuzzy, but I would define it as
Like
anything that is involuntary or would be involuntary if the person knew of it.
that's really vague too. That's what I'm saying. Like that can get into some really weird gray areas where like it's hard to like prosecute this stuff because you're like, what qualifies
Give me an
as
example.
non-voluntary and stuff like that.
Rape,
Hold on.
murder, stealing,
Well,
vandalism.
be more nuanced. I get what he's saying. He's trying to say that you have to define harm in a way that includes monetary dividends. Most of your harm definitions fall to the point of physical harm or a financial harm that represents a physical thing in your life. They stole your car, they broke
Mhm.
into your house, they took your TV, they raped your wife, that kind of stuff.
Is defamation and slander harm, for example?
More nuanced. That's what I mean.
It's more nuanced, but I think it is harm.
And also, like, when you get into contracts and stuff, as far as like deceit is concerned, like, you know, there's pyramid schemes and then there's just outright fraud where someone just lied about what they're selling you or whatever. And so, like, where does the harm begin and
If
end?
you have full information and you just got caught up in marketing, then it is not wrong. Sorry. I'm answering. I think we're approaching this from a legality standpoint.
Yeah.
How would you make the laws into a legal code? And I think that misses the point that I was saying. You can sell the concept of morality through this, right? So if you give a person full information and then you still sell them on something that's bad for them, that is immoral, but I don't think it should be illegal, but it is immoral. In a true moral society, people would recognize the value of behaving morally and ethically with each other, and they would not try to manipulate and trick other people, even if they do it through a loophole that may not be illegal.
Also, I understand you have like in your mind what's a pretty clear system of deriving what's moral and immoral, but the problem when you go secular is you get back into the subjective realm of like who gets to decide what is immoral and stuff like that.
It doesn't. That's the same way with a religious realm.
No,
Because-
religion has objective rules that aren't for debate. Like when God says
Yeah,
you
but then
can't
they're
kill,
also
you can't kill.
they contradict each other. God kills more people in the Bible and commands more killing than anyone else.
God
Yes.
can't commit immoral acts.
If you
There's
give
no one to
me
judge him.
a secular state, I can give you 3 different sect states based off your secular state.
So, like,
What do
for
you-
example, if my neighbors are Aztecs and it's moral for them to commit human sacrifices, who are you to tell them that they are being immoral?
I mean, that. I mean, how would you think that I would address that?
You can't, because you're imposing your subjective views to their subjective views.
And
then it's
that is
feels
exactly
like-
the same. There's no way around that paradigm. It's the same whether you absorb take the responsibility on yourself or whether you try to shift it onto a book.
So then you have
No.
to argue that you have
No.
more numbers in your favor, and then you're just talking
You have
about might
subjected
make
your
right.
view to a different faith. You are taking Aztecs as a hypothetical and using it as a straw man to abuse someone else of their notions. You're simply taking on the addition of a culture you don't personally identify with in order to disabuse this gentleman of his ideas. That's an empty straw man. I won't respect it, but I will respond to it. simply because I have time, I'm drunk, and it's my birthday.
Wait a minute, the Aztecs aren't real. The Aztecs weren't real. I thought they were real people.
Yes, they were real, but do you personally have experience with their particular mythos?
Yeah, their entire
okay.
their
like
entire
Exactly what the name
government was built on
Yes.
human sacrifice.
That's a really big context that we have currently. What's the death whistle about? Can you tell me?
Death whistle. I don't know what that is.
No, most people who study Aztecs wouldn't know about it, but if someone actually observed their faith, they might.
What's the death whistle?
Okay, so the death whistle was utilized by the Aztecs to basically creep out people underground when they went into the Cenoche, the Underdark, the Underrealm. A lot of their temples had caves underneath specifically to bring initiates to make sure they were brave enough to join the clan or whatever. We're not sure exactly what they were used for. Definitely water, but beyond that, there were also like bravery ceremonies they had to go through. And one of them involved facing the quote unquote death whistle, where they had to approach someone who was utilizing this thing. It was designed off of the torn trachea of an individual who died during sacrifice.
That's
If you don't
savage.
know that, I would find it difficult to believe
And perfectly
that they're
legal in their
following or
system.
acknowledging their personal beliefs.
But if it would be immoral, right, under what I
No.
proposed, it would still be immoral because it's involuntary.
It's not immoral according to their laws and their culture and their.
Well, neither of us is proposing their culture. I think it would be immoral under both of our proposed environments.
But who are you to say that their culture or laws are inferior to yours?
Yeah, they are extinct.
They are now, but what if they
Yeah.
came back
So,
tomorrow?
the end of that conversation took place 500 years ago after Cortez finished wiping them out. We can continue the rest of this moral dilemma based off of modern junctures.
Okay, if you need a modern example, communism kills hundreds of millions of people. So
I agree.
does that make it okay?
No, absolutely not. I don't
It's
like
legal and moral according to their
Personally,
laws.
I'm against it.
You
But
you understand that whether
I'm sorry.
By the
whether
way,
we
those
reference
are
whether we
atheist
reference
countries.
whether we reference ourselves or the Bible or the Quran, it's always the same paradigm in which one person is choosing to enforce their views on another person. If you were enforcing God's, you're choosing what to enforce on me. Who are you to decide that? God can enforce his own shit. God presumably doesn't need people to do his dirty work for him because he's incapable of it.
I'm at least an adopter of their fundamental beliefs of like not killing, stealing, and lying. So I can argue.
Right,
from
but you
that
understand that your belief in that is one that you chose and would enforce just as mine is. They're
But
exactly the same.
I'm not presenting it as if it was my idea or my
I'm
feelings. I'm presenting
Natural
it
law
as
isn't
a
my idea.
objective
I'm
fact.
curious. At what point do you stop following the 10 Commandments?
When
You're
you have
these
to use the
men.
state to enforce a
familiar.
religion like Christianity, I don't believe in a theocracy. I don't think we should support a theocracy. But I do believe we can have a civilized country that plagiarizes Christian fundamental morals.
So you want a Christian fundamentalist state that plagiarizes Christian fundamentalist beliefs without utilizing a military standard.
To enforce Christianity.
I'm trying real hard, bro.
So in
Oh,
other
I
words,
don't know.
So in other words, the separation of church and state. So we won't use the
Right.
government to force everyone to be Christians. You just have
So
to
do
at
you
least.
have a problem with the Constitution as it stands? Are you trying to change it?
No, I'm okay with the
We
way
get along.
America originally
good,
was
bud.
founded as a conservatarian. I have no problem with the beginnings of this country. It's where it's gotten to now. It's out of hand.
So what I view about religion's contribution to morality is that I think natural law is pretty basic. Everybody understands instinctively when they're hurting someone else, when they're lying to someone else, when they're being immoral.
Humans have disproved that claim.
No, it doesn't disprove that. Just because they override it doesn't mean they don't know it.
They know.
What
What about
religion?
the ones that know it and don't care?
What
But they
religion
know.
does is it confuses morals by throwing in a whole bunch of silly shit that doesn't matter. Like you shouldn't eat shellfish. You shouldn't say certain words.
That's Judaism. So that's, and again, with
You
the
shouldn't eat
government.
fish on Fridays, whatever. You know, like there's all sorts of weirdo shit that's has nothing to do with morals. It's just in there for decoration and
That's why
confusion.
you separate church and state, and you can even be an atheist in a primarily Christian nation because you have the freedom to just do whatever you believe as long as you don't kill people or steal from them or lie to them. You know that's the.
I mean, it would be
flavor.
impossible to have any. How would you go about checking to see it? Even hypothetically, if you wanted to have a state where everybody had to be Christian, how would you see that they are?
Again, they don't have to be Christian. They just have to live by the Christian fundamentals. The
What
rule
I'm
of
saying
law.
is that in the hypothetical situation, there is no way to enforce somebody's belief system.
I'm not trying to enforce my belief system on them.
Right.
I'm saying that if you want to
What do
be
you do?
part of a civilized nation, you have to agree to the minimum standards of like
Okay.
don't kill,
How do
steal,
you
lie.
enforce that minimum standard except by the force of violence?
And you can say that it wasn't Christians that came up with this. You can say actually atheists created all these ideas. That's fine. We don't care just as long as we
No,
all
sir.
agree to the terms.
Christians came up with the concepts of the basic standard of good and evil found in the common laws that we find in the Western world. We can accept this as a general fact. Flow State, do you agree?
That's why
Agreed.
I'm not a Christian nationalist. I'm not arguing for Christian nationalism because
Sounds
no, I'm not. That's what I was
okay.
making
All
it
right.
clear.
My bad.
I'm a separation of church and state guy, kind of like what we have now, anyway.
But you're willing to enforce Christian rules.
The
True.
fundamental rules.
Well, I mean, so what is what rules are fundamentally different
don't
between
kill,
natural law,
steal, lie.
natural law?
So that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Like those.
you can't enforce natural, or you can't enforce not lying.
Yeah,
but
you can. You can make perjury illegal and punish people for it. We do that now.
Right. That's different. Perjury is different from not lying.
False advertisement, fraud, all those things. Those are all lying laws.
And they would all be immoral under natural law as well.
The problem, you keep saying natural law, by the way. What nature are you referring to?
It's just what I've heard it referred to. I'm not.
This is
I
the
didn't
problem
create
with the argument. Are you referring to like scientific, physical nature, or like human nature, or what?
It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what the
No.
foundation of your ethics is.
It does not matter. No, you can.
May I?
Go ahead, dude.
All right. So you're wanting to utilize a fundamentalist Christian doctrine without utilizing the Christian concepts behind it. You want to utilize this as a basic concept of morals that is loosely applied. Hey, Graham, speak.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay,
Jeff.
that's Grim. Gen X, I'm assuming that's you. All right, so you want to utilize a fundamental Christian moral structure without utilizing the Christian standard behind it. You're going to run into the problem of why. If you try to explain to people that you're utilizing this basic 10 commandment structure because it's easy, they're going to ask you why you chose that commandment structure and not the Muslim version.
I can answer that question. No, that's the difference. I can answer that question.
Please do so. I am asking that very question.
I would say the reason why I'm plagiarizing it is because I am a Christian and I actually do believe in this religion and hold it
Very
true.
well then you have been indoctrinated with an unconscious bias that leads you to a white nationalist and Christian nationalist standwork.
No, there's nothing in Christianity that talks about race.
God, I would be so much easier if I wasn't drunk. I'm sorry.
Jesus ended the division between Jews and Gentiles. Now it's all men are equal. So
It's kind of funny because the Jews seem to think that Jesus is like that division very simply.
and it's even hard to argue that Jews are a race per se because they've been intermarrying for so long. They're not even a single race anymore. So that's moot at this point.
No, they're not a race. They are actually an ethnicity specifically defined by their divinity. They're Jews.
Jesus doesn't care about your race, though. That's my point.
I don't
Thank
care
you,
about
Martino, for the name change.
I'm sorry. I do apologize. Caucasian squat. Fuck yeah. I've been coming on this freaking panel for like what, a month
Dude,
and a half.
and I've been coming too.
Dude, I've been putting in annoying names specifically to trigger this. I'm so proud. Thank you.
And Trump is coming too.
I'm gonna come.
I'm coming. It's gonna be the greatest come ever.
I'm going to come bigly.
So, anyways, I think that's important when you're forming a government, but we're not anywhere near that stage yet. But I'm just thinking ahead.
Yeah,
But,
no, I get what you're saying, and I understand like the conversation we're having. I appreciate the information that we're exchanging. I'm just curious exactly where does it fall in Flow State's channel? Can I?
That's what I was trying to figure out, like what we disagree on. I'm trying to figure out what we don't agree on. So we've already diverged from religion.
I've discovered that you and I agree on a lot, and I think.
Oh yeah, I think we're going to agree on most of the stuff. So
yeah, sure. I think we're good. Hey Jeff, I disagree with you.
Yeah, now Jeff, I can disagree with everything.
Everybody goes at Jeff.
Did you make a sale? Did you get one on the line?
I'm trying to sell Flow State on my little Amish community.
Oh no, I knew
Join
Flow
me.
State was. You've already tried that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but here's what I want to see. Do you understand that regardless of whether it's me forcing agnostic values or you forcing God's values, they're the same. Both cases are one person forcing their ideals on another.
Except you can't argue atheistic values because it's completely subjective to who's talking.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's you take the there's a principle in free market economics of non-coercion. All you do is apply non-coercion across the board. If there's coercion involved, or if there would be coercion involved if the full information was given, then it's immoral. And it's as simple as that.
Yes, right? So like if you just
He just came.
if you're like, hey, I've got this thing over here that flops around and makes funny noises. Would you like to buy it? And they're like, no, I don't want to buy it. You fail. But if they do buy it, even if it's stupid, you win. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else.
But yeah, I think we can agree that there's ways for everybody to be like cooperative and just like kind of like don't argue shit and just get over it.
Don't we already have that? We have that.
No,
we
Jeff,
have everything.
Far from that. We're very far from
your little bunker is offering and more.
My little bunker is offering very very
trailer
clearly
house in the
defined
woods.
lines that are not negotiable. So, for
Fair
example,
state.
Jeff,
Have you met Graham?
you keep inviting communists to the party, and I keep telling you, you can't have socialism and capitalism at the same time, Jeff.
Right, you keep trying to tell me who I can invite to my own
I
party.
know I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying
I
you're
have-
not
I-
invited.
I already have
Communists are
freedom
welcome
from
to
that
this
now.
party too.
So,
They
Okay.
won't enjoy it, but they're welcome.
Right. They're not. It's not going to be fun.
so
I'm willing to dismiss
I
it.
think Flow State and I can agree that we like capitalists better than socialists. So that's why we're not inviting socialists to the party.
I like money.
Right, and
I'm
that's
not
you're right.
adverse
Don't
to
tell
any
me
of
who
that
invites
shit
mine.
pays me. The issue is that most people sell out cheap, and that's your fault.
Also, I think Flow State already agreed with me that libertarians are way better than authoritarians.
I think I
Correct.
agree with that statement more than you do.
Okay. So, and even if are you anarchist, by the way, Flo?
I would love to be anarchist. I just have to keep one foot in reality. I
Yeah.
think in a perfect world, I would be.
He's met me, and I've explained to him what happens to anarchists whenever we reach the fifth turning.
So, Flow State,
People in
again, we're
my
identical twins
because
on that
we work
statement.
over it real well.
You said
So-
exactly what I'm thinking, Flo. So that's my view on minarchism. Okay, so then it's just the moral issue. That's the only place where we diverge, because you think that you can argue subjective atheist views, and I insist that
No,
you must need
there.
objective.
It's actually
world.
my view. What I just explained is more clear than your law. Mine
No,
is very simple.
your view is subjective, and you have to argue it subjectively with other subjective audiences.
If there is no coercion, right, and or would be no coercion if all the information was given.
Is there any coercion in perjury?
Yes,
It's involuntary.
Says who?
there can be.
It says whoever you're talking about.
How am I coercing you by lying to you?
It's an attack. I would like it to stop. You will not, and it does not stop.
Deception. The act of deception is
So
evil.
now coercion's anything you don't like.
No,
That's the law.
deception.
It's
Deception is the limit upon which coercion becomes a thing. You can sit around and talk about whatever you like, but if you start lying to get across the point or omitting the truth, you are being deceptive, and that, by definition, is evil.
there's no such thing as objective moral values. I want all the Christians to recognize that even your God's rules, it's still by enforcing them, you are choosing subjectively what the rules are. You're just have cognitive dissonance between your responsibility in that action.
If there is no God, there is no objective morality. I agree with that view, Flow State. So I understand your perspective.
But whether or not the story you tell yourself about the rules you choose to inform has no impact on me or anybody else in the society. It's only inside of your head that the difference matters.
So then we're back to square one with everyone is subjective, and all laws and all philosophy is subjective, because what you define as evil may be the opposite of what Jeff defines as evil. And so you have to argue your feelings at each other.
It's not
we
feelings.
already
It's,
have a set of laws and rules that work.
For example, you keep saying that there's this natural law that makes coercion evil, but maybe I come from a tribe where my philosophy teaches coercion is actually holy.
Yet
and good.
again, you are
So-
utilizing a
So
strong
how are you judging me?
hypothetical of maybe some shit happened once somewhere once upon a time that is completely fictional. The Aztec argument you used earlier,
Big monkey.
in order to exemplify a concept that you don't actually agree with yourself. If you did, you would have a firm and concrete example of this argument.
I tell them that all the time.
I know, Jeff. If I just listen, I could learn.
so
Well,
we can look at
extra confirmation.
we can look at if we are trying to figure out what is the right amount of how do we make everybody happy? We can look at
You can't.
negative rights, which is the right not to be fucked with, right? And say that, okay,
Impossible.
everybody can at least agree that they do not want their free will violated. Everybody. And no further. We can go no further before people start disagreeing. Huh?
Some
Okay,
people don't seem to mind.
so what if I included
I can
hate
make
speech in that
something-
definition? So if your hate speech is causing me suffering, then you have to stop it, right?
Hold the fucking phones. Would you like to define hate speech before we go into that?
Yeah, it causes
Because
coercion
frankly,
against
I
my
don't
free
think
will.
it exists.
Only if you let it.
If
I
you
don't
wish to hate what I say,
Who
that
says
is
people don't want their free will violated?
opinions. If my opinions are not in agreement with you,
High
does that make it hate speech? You don't have the grounds by which to define hate speech in order to make it a thing. So it's not a thing. So we can move on from this conversation in an enlightening way. Thank you. I do apologize. My bad.
Hate speech isn't a thing.
I agree, but that's the problem with
don't think you do.
subjectivities. You can make it a thing.
How not under what I'm proposing.
I know that's the problem. So like, how do you tell them they're wrong? Like, by what right do you get to decide that they are wrong in this case?
The same exact one that you do. My own
The-
decision to enforce it.
I just did it. That just happened. I explained to you how it was that you were wrong. You sat there for a second and went, and I continued. And then you went, and because you don't truly believe what you're trying to defend, you can't defend it.
I have one for him.
I believe in objective truths. So
Okay,
that's
we
the
can
problem.
find an objective truth after we have the discussion on the specific truth you wish to discover. Otherwise, it's kind of an empty conversation.
I agree. That's the
You
problem.
can kick me out anytime you want, Flo. I'm sorry.
Ethics is
I have
just
one-
a battle
I have one
of
for him about
opinions. That's
what
all it is.
morality is. All right, if you believe morality is whatever the Bible has told you to do, correct? And that's your choice. You know, you're welcome to believe what you want.
Yep.
Here's what I believe is morality. If the general masses disagree on something, then that would be immoral. Most of us believe that it is wrong to fuck a dog. So therefore, fucking a dog would be immoral.
So it's a
That's how-
democracy. That's how you derive ethics, is by democratic vote.
Exactly.
That is an interesting straw man.
So
you bring
so
up.
the majority is
I
always
wanna have
right.
that conversation. We can have the democracy
Mob
conversation.
rule.
That
They've never
is
been
not
wrong.
found in the moral conversation that you brought forth to begin with. If you want to change the goalpost, at least let us know that we're having a different conversation. Thank you.
I didn't change the goalposts. You just defined mob
You-
rule as being
You swapped it from
determinate.
democracy, from religion to democracy in a single fluid. Quite
What do you
good.
think democracy is? It's the popular vote.
It is okay.
Mob rule.
And a religion is not the same thing. We have two totally different concepts we are at work on, and you're trying to conflate them as the same thing. And that is a mistake in your brain, not ours. Go iron out your wrinkles. Have a nice evening.
That
I'll
was
be-
Zaxxon's. That was Zaxxon. Zaxxon did democracy. It's not the same person.
Yeah,
Moving
I did the democracy thing. You know,
That's
most of,
conflation.
if most of us agree something is immoral, it's immoral. It's not moral to go out and kill people. Most would.
What if?
So
what
you're
if-
down with lynching.
Hey Zaxxon, what if 51% of the people voted that it is okay to go out and kill people? Does that make it
Bitch,
all
it
right?
is open
Well, that's-
season.
that's
I hope
more
you
than
got your
I'd like to
fucking
go
best.
Zaxxon, are you cool with
Morality.
lynchings? Are a perfect example of democracy in my mind. How do you
Yes.
feel about lynchings?
Mob rule.
As long as the lynching is for a proven justified cause. Do we lynch someone off of hearsay? No. If we catch someone in doing immoral acts with a child, fuck yeah, lynch them. Hell, drag them behind the truck. I don't give a shit. You have
Fact,
You have
I
to
can
accept
provide
common
various locations for wood chippers. Smoking Auditor has one.
Right.
Andrew could probably come up with
But
flash.
your answer violated your claim. I
Me?
said, so you're cool with lynchings, and you said,
Yes.
well, it depends on what the reason.
Yes.
The reason is 51% of the people voted that it's
Right.
okay.
Lynch. It doesn't matter what the reason is because in democracy, because if the majority wants it, the majority gets it.
Yeah, that's
That would be
democracy.
your moral clause. You know,
I'm glad you all
can
agree
do
with
it
each other.
unfounded with no rules? No.
Thank you
cannot.
for making my point. I'm glad you all agree with each other. See,
So
Flo?
we agree that
The
we don't
problem
like
with-
democracy.
That's what I
The
just
problem
said.
with democracy is that if you're saying that 51% voted in favour, so majority of those that voted are in favour, what about the 49% that didn't vote?
Their views don't matter, dude. That's how
They
democracy
don't matter
works.
at all because they're not a moral construction of this entire
They don't
society.
understand morality. That's why there's the
They
49%.
The silent majority that never voted because they don't agree with you.
Because voting doesn't matter.
If you don't run it on a democratic standpoint, then you run it by a dictatorship standpoint.
First
One
of all,
person decides.
I'm Zaxxon. I like you.
Yeah.
You're one of my subscribers. I really dig your content. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. A democracy is the method by which the 51% disenfranchised the 49%. It is literally two wolves and a sheep discussing what is for dinner. We are a representative republic and nothing less if you can keep it.
But not everyone's vote matters.
Democracy is far from moral. Democracy is absolutely not moral.
I'm still waiting for someone to prove morality exists.
Because there's the highest power, and he gets to make the rules.
No, there's not. That's just
Yeah.
your thoughts. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
that's
your
your thoughts.
mindset. That's what's inside your head. If that was true, he would make the rules. We wouldn't need to have this conversation at all. Like gravity, right? If you
There
walk off
is
a building,
higher
you're
power,
gonna.
but he's completely neutral.
If he gave us free will, then if you walk off a building, you will fall. That was built into reality.
Morality doesn't violate free will; it simply judges it.
Right.
Who
Well,
has
okay, that's fine.
judge?
Then you are proposing then that humans violate what God gave us the right to do. You're
Of course.
taking away a
That's-
God-given
That's
gift.
the whole point of morality: is that you have the choice to do good or evil.
Why do you know better than God?
I didn't say I know better than God. I said that
Well, God gave us free will, and you would propose to take it away.
no. I would propose to reward good behavior and punish bad behavior.
How?
That's-
How do you
What gives
define?
you the right to choose what's good and evil?
And more importantly, I would define good and evil. I wouldn't give you some
What is the
subjective gray
definition?
bullshit that says I feel like this is nice or I feel like this is bad.
What is the definition of good?
What God says is good.
What is the definition of evil?
To reject God's word.
Okay, so you are a religious fundamentalist and you can't really give us insight beyond the fundamentalism of your religious doctrine.
That's
Your
why I said
dogma-
as
Hold
long
on.
as you subscribe to the
Your
fundamentals, we're good.
dogma has interpreted your interpretation of reality. You brought up Aztec fucking mythology earlier, and I took you seriously.
That's because those are real humans who
They
exhibit
were
real
once upon
ethics.
a time, long ago, in a land far, far away. Real
Yeah,
humans.
that land far, far away in China and Russia, where they killed hundreds of millions of people according
Okay,
to
yeah,
the laws
no.
of
So
their land.
random people in the history of the world
So-
decided to kill hundreds of millions of people. You wish to pile them at my feet because I'm having a conversation with you on a YouTube channel at fucking midnight.
By the
Thank
way,
you.
if you're an American, your taxes are paying for the deaths of people as we
Okay,
speak. So,
and if you're not an American, you do not get the freedom to
that
own a
religion?
firearm. Have a nice evening. I will finish drinking my rum.
okay, bye.
All right. Hey, how
So,
are you?
Commandment that I can't prove that can be both good and evil to do, or to break, I
Thank-
should say. There's
Hey,
10
so-
of them, right?
Hey, Gimli, thank you. I appreciate that. That's really
So
good.
since you want a more modern example, right now while you're talking, your government is killing babies and brown people in the Middle East.
I didn't
So-
vote for
Hey.
him.
Immoral. It's immoral
can't
to
do that
pay
on me.
taxes. I agree. It is
Why do you,
immoral.
why does this guy got to include the race? Like it matters what color the person is.
Well,
I
it
don't-
didn't
I don't
matter.
know.
Weird
Ask
thing,
your
like,
government.
oh, brown people, like, oh, it's
Yeah, ask,
the way
ask
we're
the
described.
government
What are
why
you, a
they
leftist?
target certain groups.
What are you,
I
a
don't know.
leftist?
That's
Oh,
them.
certain groups.
It was an
You know how
appeal
many
to
white
emotion.
people- do you know the highest suicide rate right now in America?
White men.
White men,
ass.
there you go.
Middle-aged white
Hey,
man.
there you go. But like, oh, let's talk about brown people dying.
Is
'cause
our
that's-
tax dollars causing white people to commit suicide? I don't understand your argument.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, it is. I mean,
No mental health service.
so yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the real victims in our own country where we pay taxpayer dollars. Let's talk about that shit. You want to talk about people who aren't American citizens and we should feel bad for them, I-Fi? Like, what are you talking about?
I feel bad for all the people that are getting
Okay,
killed
but let's
our
start
tax
with where
dollars.
we are. Let's tend to the garden we can keep. Like, what are you worried about other people?
I'm worried about when someone takes my money and uses that money to kill other human beings.
Okay,
That's
well, they're
why I'm
killing our
concerned.
own people
give them
too.
your
so let's-
money then.
Let's address the people they're killing in our own country first, if we might.
Okay, what people in our country is our government killing right now?
Let's look at the
Veterans.
suicide rates. Let's yeah, veterans. That's a great point. Veterans,
Homeless people.
homeless people.
Inmates.
Let's start there. Why are you worried about people in Afghanistan
Innocents.
dying? And you're not talking about American citizens. Like you're fucked up, dude. You're fucked up.
I mean, he does have a
Perhaps.
point in a way, though. Like the brown people thing, that was sort of an appeal to emotion.
It's easy.
No,
It's
it's
easy,
fact.
but-
In the Middle East, they don't target
white people
white
dying all the
dudes
time.
in the
How
Middle
about
East.
Ukraine?
Okay.
You know who's dying in Ukraine?
So-
White people.
What
The
what is that?
Afghanis,
What is
the
that?
Iraqis,
What is their
all
race
those-
relevant to what to the? They if they're killing people, they're killing people. That's wrong. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if they're white, black, if they like salsa music, if they can dance, if they play poker. None of the other. No, these are all frills.
Yeah, I'm just pointing out to I-Fi's just ignorance and trying to.
I
like,
wasn't playing the race card. I was just
Oh,
pointing out that they're
look at all
the,
these
they're
brown
the
people dying.
collateral
Hold on.
Let's hear
damage.
about brown people dying.
Pause.
Who gives
Let
a
me
fuck?
let me
White
remind
people
everybody.
die
There's
all
some,
the
there's
time.
some new people here. If you're new here, put a link in the back chat. I list everyone's name in the description box after the show.
So, anyways, my main concern is the proxy wars with Russia and China, but
White
the brown
people
people
dying.
are just collateral damage.
Brown,
That's my
and then
point.
white people in Ukraine too. Let's not forget about all the white people dying in Ukraine. That's kind of bullshit, right?
Is America killing Ukrainians or Russians?
Yeah, I
Yes.
would say America is. Yeah,
American soldiers are fighting in the Ukraine war.
they are. American soldiers.
money is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
American-
yeah, I agree with that. So that's
You
why
can Google. How about
I'm
this?
saying pull out of all.
How
of
about
that
this?
stuff.
I find
agree.
Google Marine death Ukraine. 3 words. Marine death Ukraine. You'll find a U.S. soldier who's died in Ukraine. It's not that hard
Wait.
to do.
There
I
are
never denied it. I'm not saying that.
Georgia
Okay, there you go.
soldiers who died from Georgia. From
So I'm glad you all agree with me that we shouldn't be spending money on killing people in other
Yeah,
lands
but
or
I don't
our
know
own
why you
land.
got to
I
highlight
disagree.
brown people. Like you're a
Because that's their
leftist.
favorite target in the Middle East.
No, it's not their favorite target. It's just the preferred target.
Are they
You're
mostly
ignorant.
white people?
You're like
dying
somebody
in
who
the
believes
Middle
in white privilege. Do you believe in white privilege?
East? No.
All right. Well, then let's carry on.
Damn, got you on that one.
If you don't believe in it, it's just
I'm sorry you got triggered by the race topic. I don't give
well,
a
it's
shit
just
about
funny.
race.
Like you care about brown people dying, like that, like
I
it
don't.
matters.
actually
I was
carry-
speaking
not
about
who died.
facts
I know.
about
Alright.
most people that die in the Middle East as collateral damage are.
It is an
tend to be brown
insignificant fact.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the fact you bring up race is just so weak.
It's-
like,
it's
oh, let
for
me
race.
talk about race. Oh, let's
it's
do
just a
brown people.
freebie
Let's
for
do black people. Let me
woke
focus on
SJW
race
audience
topics so I can
that-
elicit
I
a
don't see Joe
response.
Cooley panel. I'm sorry.
I know
I'm
he's in the chat face palming. Somebody's banging on the door trying to get in. Whoever's trying to get in, panel's full. You can pay to kick somebody. But
That's fine.
My voice is
Martin had
about gone, so I'm
the
going to
page.
duck out here in a minute, but
Yeah,
I'll
leave.
go as long as I can.
Look-
Leave Wi-Fi.
he's
I have a
hey,
question before you leave. Why do you disagree with us paying people to defend our country?
nice.
I mean, you don't
how
want
many-
us
how
to spend
many-
money to defend
How many Middle
people?
Easterners have threatened our safety in our
Are
country?
you eating peanut butter out of
Yeah,
the jar?
hijacking
How many
planes
of them
back in
flew
the
into the
day.
World Trade Center?
Exactly.
Why did they attack the World Trade Center?
Well, did they?
As a symbol to attack us.
Why? Why did they attack the
Dude,
World
this
Trade
is
Center?
all
Death and
Because
destruction.
they've been in wars for 10,000 years.
Does it have anything to
And
do
they
with
just want to fight with whoever
with
they
us
can. at
constantly
this point.
bombing all of their countries? Is that one of the reasons why they're so pissed at us?
I mean,
I'd
if you
ask
want to talk
Cookie
about us
Larry.
bombing our country, why isn't Japan bad at us anymore?
Right? Like we
We
nuked them.
firebombed all their cities and nuked them twice. Yep.
We made
So
Man.
America has done nothing wrong in the Middle East in the past 50
Oh,
or
I'm
60
not
years.
saying
Is what
that.
you're saying.
I'm
Hold on.
saying, why do you think it's bad for us to spend money on defending ourselves?
By the way,
No matter
who
what,
trained and
people are
paid
going
for
to fight.
ISIS and Al
Violence
Qaeda
is
and all
Yeah,
those?
we're not defending
Animals
ourselves. We're
attack
off.
other animals.
Hey,
So you,
smoking
you're
auditor,
saying
where
you're
are all
saying
these
Middle
conflicts
East
taking
problems
place?
Are all done by innocent people. You know, they
They
don't
will
create
take
any
a
problems
place
of their
in
own.
anywhere. Why do you think we have so
We're
many people trying to come up our southern border?
we're not
You think South
defending
America's
ourselves
safe?
if we're in their country.
We're
Yeah,
keeping them
we
from
can
getting in other
sympathize
people's
and understand their situation more, but we don't know what's going on. We don't know why they're letting other people attack people. Why aren't they picking up their Second Amendment rights and
Smoking
defending
Auditor.
their own country?
Hey, Smoking Auditor. Do you know who Osama bin Laden is?
A terrorist leader, yippee, he's gone now.
Who
The
paid
next one
for
took
and
over.
trained that
And
man? Do
after
you know?
him, the next one will take over. There will
paid
always be
for
a
and
the
new
Saudi
funded
authority.
and trained
government.
that
The
man? Do you
Saudi
know?
government paid for that man.
Did America
Proxy
have
through the
anything to do
United
with him?
States. The Saudi government, proxy the United States, paid for that man. Not the United States, the Saudi government. That's who paid for that
oops.
man. So you want to put the blame on American U.S. Military
Yeah, I
corporation?
put it
All right,
blame
go
on
ahead.
the people who
But it's
funded
really Saudi
ISIS
government.
and
It's
Al
really
Qaeda.
Saudi government. That's nice.
Are you over talking me?
You're a loser, failure, dogmatic. I-Fi. You
I
want to
know.
blame things
I
on
know.
America,
I'm
but
not.
it's
I'm not a
Saudi,
patriot
right?
like you guys.
No,
I'm
I'm
I
not
don't
even a
believe in this
patriot,
country.
but at least I understand.
I mean,
At least I understand it's
thing you
Saudi,
said has been
Saudi
answered.
Arabia, not
Since-
America.
What's
who
that?
built-
Sasquatch. Sasquatch.
Pardon?
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Everything this man has said has been anti-American since he started the conversation. He seemed to have started his framework on the basis that America is evil. And first, we have to establish that and then discuss everything from there. The fact is that American existentialism is a firm part of the American dream. You might think that shit's dead. Wait till you fuck with Texas.
Okay. Is a government that kills babies evil or good?
Hey, whatever government
Both.
exists is evil, and I can prove it. Would you like to see the evidence?
So if
No?
I use your tax dollars to kill babies, would that make me a
Did
good
you
or evil
utilize
person?
my tax dollars? Did you personally take my tax dollars and do what you wish to do with them? No. It was a group of unnamed individuals in Washington who you can go discover the names of, and they did the shit that they decided to do. We are required to pay the tax dollars. You don't get to decide to absolve us of that. And if you can't, shut up. You're bothering me. I would rather drink in peace. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Flo.
Okay,
Can
so
I
does it
say
matter
something
that
to
the
them?
babies are Americans, or would that make you feel
No, I
better?
want to say something
ahead,
about this
Smoking
baby
Auditor.
stuff. Okay, first off, who are you to decide if a family wants a kid or not? Second off,
I'm
if a
I-Fi.
kid was to be
I get to
no,
decide
shut up
that
for a minute.
murdering
I got
babies
about 4
is
points
evil.
to make real quick, please. Second off, if a kid's gonna be born with such a massive defectivity that you can read in his DNA that he's going to have a miserable, horrible life that's going to affect his whole family, who are you to decide that that person has to be born in that body? If you're religious, then you have to have some view of a soul. Souls aren't just given to one body. They could be given to numerous bodies. They could be given to one body at a time. Maybe you only get one body for a certain age. That's for
Oh,
God to
Here's where I
decide.
lost you.
He never tells us the rules.
Who are
We
you to
have no
decide
idea what the
when
rules
you
of
get to kill
physics and
babies?
laws are in this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah,
The
I'm
third
with Fi on
thing
this
is,
one.
if
Smoking
if
Auditor,
somebody
that's
wants to live with that
nonsense.
sin, that's their sin. It's not right to kill, in my personal moral view, which is subjected to my views. For me to kill a baby, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to learn how to do it. But maybe for a fourth point of view,
You already
if I had
know.
to choose between a mom and a child, I need to know the parents' decision because that's not me to decide if the mom should live and the baby to die, or if the baby should live and the mom die. That's for the mom, the dad, and the doctor.
How does that happen?
Not you.
She don't even know.
I disagree with your scenario in which it's compassionate to kill the baby entirely.
I mean, I've been around those kids and they can live happy lives, but it's not for me to decide if you want to be the parent of that child. That's for you to decide.
It's not for them to decide either.
Doesn't mean you have to.
The doctor makes that decision. An individual who is educated in the medicinal aspect of our society, they look at the situation and say, hey, the child has a better chance of living and the capability of a full and interactive life, and the mother will be left completely no feeling below the waist. They sacrifice the mother. On the other hand, whenever they come across a situation where the baby can, so the sacrifice of the child means the mother can spawn another baby, that is typically the approach that the doctors take.
Well, hold on, Squatch. Hold on. Did they get dogmatic approval
You
first?
doesn't make me wrong. Go ahead.
Zach, you need a better microphone, dog.
Yep.
We can't.
But
It sounds
go,
like
but
an
go
echo.
ahead.
I can't hear you, Zach.
Here,
What'd
I'm
you
going to
say?
turn you all the way up, but go ahead.
Did the doctor ask for Dogmatic's opinion first? Did they
I
get his
didn't ask the doctor a question. I simply assumed that a doctor would make the best decision based on the medical information that I am not aware of. I'm not trying to make a cultural or a sociological or a moral decision here. Simply, which, in the doctor's opinion, is more effective, saving the mother or saving the child? If that is not the question, I am not the right person to answer it. I'm sorry.
There's no debate between pro-life and pro-abortion about the doctor making the call.
Is there not? Because
No, there's no
I
debate.
landed directly in a debate on that very point because I
Even
made
pro-life people support the doctor's choice to save the life that's most safe.
Okay. Okay, this is for both of y'all, and I will shut completely.
Hey, we got a lot of people here, so when you say both of y'all, who are you talking about?
Jackson.
It's me against the room.
It's not you.
The weird
Certain
swirly
topics.
thing. Anyway, Jackson, I love your content. I like the Moab stuff where you go out and jump rocks and stuff. That's cool as shit. All right, no, beyond that. So, you're trying to convince me that the ability of a medical professional can be countermanded by a social professional in the circumstances that they decide which of the two survive, not based on medical information, but on social information. I'm sorry, I disagree. I think a medical doctor is the only individual capable of making that decision without the informed decision of the parents, the mother, the father, and everyone else involved. If it's going to kill her, terminate the pregnancy. If it's not going to kill her, we can discuss further applications.
Yeah, there's no debate about that instance.
Okay, then great. We agree on a basic premise of life before liberty.
But we disagree on the other 99% of cases
We
where
might
it's done
have
out of
not
convenience.
covered that yet. This is Flow State's channel. I apologize. I will take a backstage.
Hey, who's CW? Thank you, thank you,
Provo,
Uncle Fatty.
Christ Walker. He gets to be Satan's bitch or whatever.
Okay,
Hey,
yeah.
Fuck you.
Hail Satan.
Whoever did it,
I'm
go
used
ahead.
to Toilet Bowl Earth. Oh, which somebody pointed out earlier in somewhere that Toilet Bowl Earth is a Gnostic claim.
I
What
kind
do
of
you
like
think about that?
Wait,
I think
did
he's
hear
Orthodox,
Joe
isn't
Cool?
he?
Joe Cool, baby. Hey, can you touch your penis? I have been drinking all night.
What? Like, what? I told
Say
you was gonna
that
get gay by
you
the time
are
I
the
came
reason
up
I
here.
have a channel.
Yeah, I was talking all that heavy shit and immediately turns to
Honestly,
dick
Joe
when I
Cool,
hop
why
up
do you
here.
got some white guys company behind you? Chevrolet.
Because my name is
You should
Caucasian.
have like a black company
Hilarious.
behind
That's
you.
racist, bro. That's racist.
What I said was racist?
I can't believe you said that, bro.
Why? Because I said you should have something besides Chevrolet behind you.
Let's talk about something else. You're making me uncomfortable.
He's playing his work card.
Dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and duck out. Like I said, I think we're gonna agree on 90% of the stuff.
Well, wait.
We disagree.
No, you might have some backup. If you had an alternate
just leave.
opinion,
Fuck
the guy
Joe
is
Cool. He
here.
thinks I'm racist.
If you have an
Fuck this
alternate
guy.
opinion, now's the time to kick
Fuck
it,
you,
man.
Joe Cool.
Not Joe Cool. I've got
Here's something
bronchitis
else to
too.
make
My
you
voice is
uncomfortable.
dying. I can't speak.
All right. Okay, that was you.
Moisturized, tender, sweet, still packed with energy. All those vitamins and minerals, natural fruit sugars, just taste better. Lots better. Unnatural for breakfast.
And that is a
Hey, that was you saying it was shitty to spend money overseas, right?
Yeah. We should.
All right, I can fight
Joe
that.
We
Cool,
should,
take
we
down
should
that
sort out our
racist
shit
flag
before
behind
we
you, Joe
fix
Cool.
other people's problems. So
No. I was on their side on that one. Then I believe that those are our brothers, just like the cat next door is. You know, I can.
Hey, why Chevrolet, Joe Cool?
Hold up. You know why this is going to screw this dude's brain up? You are one of those hardcore Democrats. I am one of those
I'm
hardcore.
pro-Trump, dude. I don't know what the fuck to say.
Agree on 99.
Trump 24.
Me and Joe have been in this situation before, and you have
I'm
lost.
pro-Trump, dude. I'm pro-Trump. I'm pro-Trump.
It's done with you.
I think GOP and DNC are both useful idiots. So I think
Let's
you're
go
all.
pro-Trump 2024. Fuck
Peace
this
out.
sci-fi guy.
I gotta go. My
All right,
They'll
bro.
leave. They'll leave.
Thanks for coming
Fuck
up. Get better. Get healthy, bro.
Joe,
He
take down
runs
the
far
fucking
into the
Chevrolet
night
flag.
because he cannot
Hey,
face
my girlfriend has a Chevy.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of you got to put it up there, right?
If she has a Chevy car, I mean, it's
She has an Impala. Yeah.
It's a little culty. I take it down.
As a Silverado guy, I approve.
Right, man.
Oh, baby, that 5.3 is no joke. I want one.
I want one too.
Now, if it was a Ford, no, I'd be embarrassed.
I had a Ford. My last truck was a Ford. I sold that shit.
I have
It
a
was-
Ford. I will take that 351 Windsor and drive that bitch to the next
The
freaking.
Windsor, ain't that the station wagon, bro?
I don't give two diddly fucks what you put it in. That 351 Windsor has an amazing stroke, an unbelievable amount of power to weight ratio, and your ability to put a transmission on the other end of it and do whatever the hell you want with it. What you want to tow shit? You can do that. Would you like to be able to, I don't know, live in that vehicle? You can do that too. Would you like to be able the ability to haul your along with you? That can also happen. What, you want to drive by yourself? Amazing air conditioning.
Hey, Joe, cool. Let's take a fat bong rip. You got a bong?
Yeah.
Let's show us how fat you are.
Don't twist my arm, bro. Peer pressure.
No, let's see this.
horrible.
Let's see this man rip a bong.
If
Let's
you
get high as
insist,
fuck, Joe. Cool.
if
Let's
you
go.
insist, I'll do it. Peer pressure, bro. I was never gonna do
Hey,
this.
Pack it tight. Pack it high.
That looks scary, Joe.
He lit that bull from the bottom. Did you guys see that?
I seen that shit, but listen,
Turn your mic on. I want to hear you cough.
of the masters. I refuse to learn at the feet of anyone else. Joe Cool has this amazing ability to bring in donations to concepts he does not agree with. I don't know how that works, but that's amazing.
Yeah, I pride myself on arguing both sides.
Right? No. People who do not agree with you send you money. That's amazing. Flow State has the ability to bring in money from people who agree with the general topic that we're discussing, and we're all having a good conversation. I haven't figured. Wait, did they change his name to Satan?
Yeah, Uncle Fatty did 3 name changes. The 3 at the top right now.
No, I just didn't see that one happening.
Flow State, can you get in trouble with TV on chicks wrestling?
I think I'm okay.
that, Jeff?
Those aren't all
I have
chicks.
a-
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh yeah,
Is-
I have
those
a
chicks you can
drunken
definitely
question
get
for the
away with.
panel. Do you guys
Yeah, I'm
think I
here.
can
Yes,
get
okay.
age agreement?
I apologize. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you showing me yourself. Thank you. I don't necessarily disagree with your premises. I simply disagree with your communism. If we could
I'm
get
not,
beyond
you
the
got the
communism
wrong Jeff. I'm not a communist.
ideas, we could come to a concord. I'm
I think you're
positive.
confused.
Yeah,
No,
why'd
no,
you assume he's a
you a
communist?
lot.
He
I
believes
work-
in UBI.
I'm definitely not a communist.
Oh,
If you believe in UBI and you're not a communist, you are a bad communist.
I'm not a communist. I'm
This
not
one's
trying to
funny.
go with it.
I like that.
Grim Reaper, we got one for you.
Hey, Grim, please let that happen. Please. I don't believe personally.
I think it's funny.
You-
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is funny. That's a good one. Rim Reamer Network.
That's good stuff, baby. That's solid.
hey,
I
Sasquatch,
not
you
might
were saying
stay a
how
while.
you were saying how Flo has an ability to find people up here who agree with pretty much the shit we do. I really prefer the guy who has the exact opposite opinion and has reasons for having that opinion, not just some broad. It's just because I
No, you
feel
don't.
that
That's
way.
why you're here.
Yo,
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get to
honestly,
argue
hey,
with
hey, Joe
somebody,
Cool,
but
you're the
shit
coolest
calmed
guy
down
here.
since
You
I
deserve
hopped up here.
reparations.
Sorry,
and
Joe.
honestly,
You ran
Joe
away
Cool,
from me. I
Joe Cool,
apologize.
Joe Cool. I wish iPod was here. He'd give you reparations. But you guys have been great.
No,
Drop a
fuck
like.
it,
Hold
Provo.
on.
I'll
Hey,
play with
I'm
you.
doing my
I'll
exit.
take you out
I'm
for a
doing
ride.
my
Don't
exit.
leave. Don't leave. You're gonna be the best
Let
thing
him
to
do his
smoke in
exit.
about 5 minutes.
Do his exit.
Hey,
You
Provo,
have the
I'm
floor
of
if
the
you want to do an
opinion.
exit, but you should not leave.
Don't leave.
If you want to say.
All right. Hey guys, drop a
No,
like, drop a subscribe.
We have
Support the
something
other
to confront
content
you
creators
about.
here.
Don't leave yet.
I have to, dude.
Listen, man, I was just wanting to talk about them reparations before you left.
I wanted
I
to
know,
talk
but
about how
hey,
you
Joe
went
Cool
on,
deserves more respect, more patience. This guy's a legend
went
on
to
Are
the
you
internet.
saying black
content.
people
I'm
don't
calling Bogan.
deserve
You interrupt.
reparations,
It's Black
Provo?
History Month, Joe Cool. This
Look
is
it
your
up.
day. This
Oh,
is
it
your
is.
month, bro.
This is your
You
day.
got this, bro. It's Black History Month. I give all the time on the stage to Joe Cool. I'm gonna leave as a white person.
But we're still
I
going to
gotta
give Joe
go
the full
backstage.
screen because
It's Joe
all
Cool's
month
month.
long, Joe gets
Drop-
the full screen on my channel.
Y'all together equally. Listen, it's my birthday month. Me and Joe could share this shit or something. I don't care. I'm not interested in that shit. I simply
Joe, can you believe how racist he is?
That Black History Month, I think it's
sorry,
shitty
what?
as fuck. But Sasquatch, you're drunk.
I am
Black
very-
History Month, that's the biggest farce in the fucking
I don't
world.
care.
But
I'm sorry, Joe. I am drunk. I do accept that. But you don't use that to belittle me because it's crazy the fact that I could just execute motherfuckers.
hey, I wasn't aware that I was belittling you, but now that I think about it, yes, it was meant to belittle
go
you.
ahead.
No,
You're
it absolutely was meant to belittle you. I was totally saying he can't contribute to the conversation. I was totally saying that shit left-handed.
Okay, yeah, left-handed as fuck and fuck you equally. I'm just saying. All I mean is that me and Joe agree on more shit than me and Flo agree on. And that is fucking weird.
Is it?
Yes. Yes. You are an inner city individual who looks at the world through a spectrum of justice, social justice.
Man, you are nerds. Flo is not.
I'm guessing.
Hey, man.
I'm a proud nerd.
oh, wait, we got a nerd
We've
collection. What
known
is
each
that?
other for a long time. If you
Those
don't
are all
agree with my interpretation,
If it's movies, it's not, you don't get a credit for being a nerd if it's movies, bro. Everybody do that. All right, I'm zooming in. Oh, these are books?
Look.
All right, hold
They're
on.
not even manga.
All right. Aliens. That's my favorite movie of all time.
That's
Aliens.
nerdy as shit.
right?
Yes.
Pretty nerdy.
Actually, that's more geeky.
I like Godzilla, something on the wall. I don't know. That's not Godzilla. I don't know.
If you go
Alright.
pull out a Batman mask, Flo, it's over.
What?
if you pull out the back.
Batman mask in the closet.
You know what? I used to have a full-size replica Predator mask. I swear to fucking God, I
Very
broke
good. All right.
because I wore it too much.
With like bottom half. If it,
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go, chicks.
Oh no, it was I don't remember. No, it was the like the face plate. It had the metal on
okay,
it.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. Listen, so I am a firm brown coat.
All right. I don't know what that means. He's drunk again.
Me neither.
All right.
Okay.
If you guys asked me, the two nerds at the top, nigga drunk. If Bigfoot exists, what is he? Flo,
You
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to see if y'all nerds are not. Flo and Sasquatch.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this.
Okay.
I think there's a super chat in here or something. So Joe is the Black Santa Claus. I already got that name change done. Satan should be seated at the right hand of the Father, henceforth and for all of eternity. I think that the other part is a super chat that he wanted me to read out loud. Because that's way too long. That's way too long for a name.
Saints should sit at the right hand of the Father. What?
For all eternity.
For all eternity. Damn.
You know, it's funny because that's the right hand that I use to make all the bitches
Holy
come.
hell.
Wow.
Make all the bitches come, huh?
If you talked with me for a bit, you'd realize more. If you talked with me longer, you might tell your woman to fuck me because you're going to pity me for the fact that I didn't get laid till I was 26. Because I've had that experience where a man was mad.
Holy fuck.
I think that's why people pity him.
Milk that cow, baby.
I pity him. Yes, I pity him. He got some pity
I
fit.
didn't even know that.
Fuck yes, he did. I'm still trying to wrap my head
Yo.
around that.
No,
I was in
baby.
the hundreds by the time I was that age. I'm sure.
Don't you see what's
That's
happening?
twice as long as it took me. Fuck. I do feel sorry for him.
Joe gets it. Joe, I'll stop. We'll milk somebody else. It's fine. It's okay.
I was laughing at Scott Goof as somebody that's twice as long as it took him.
All right, so I got a question.
Almost for me too.
How is it? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
How is it that you are an inner city type, Democrat hellscape? Democrat?
Hellscape.
Hold on. Let me finish, please. I beg you, please.
Democratic hellscape.
Please. And I am a base conservative. How do we agree on 85% of our discussions and still end up on the opposite side of the fucking vote? I don't understand.
I would love to answer that. You probably killed it at the end there. The opposite side of the vote. Oh my God, that's what I was about to say. The reason that me and you agree on everything, man, is because we got high IQs. But if you ended that with we're on opposite sides of the vote,
Oh, no,
it just took my
I'm
legs
sorry.
out from under me.
Disagree. Stop disillusioning these people of my IQ. I'm a moron. I do not mean to be intelligent. I accidentally stumble into proper thought processes. I don't mean to direct any of that. Joe, continue. Fuck.
That's what it is. It's the way your mind works, man. It's that curious puzzle shit that all men have and cats like me and you have to the nth degree.
Blow, please.
Yes.
That's a funny thing, Joe, because it seems to indicate that maybe we agree on most of the things that we come across, and yet our individual unconscious biases drive us.
I don't have. What do you think I'm thinking over here? What biases do I possess over here? What? I know they're different from yours, but how do they manifest themselves in your eyes, man? You think I'm over here talking about Obama, Black Power? Kinda.
That was my first thought.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. I apologize.
I wonder if that's what he was taking, something along them lines, of radical or something.
No, dude. bring this up on a future Sasquatch
No,
stream.
I'm high. I'll forget. You'll be drunk. You'll
I
forget.
promise we'll do it. But listen, this is Flow State's channel. Let him do his thing. I was being a bitch. I apologize. It's my birthday.
That is my thing.
Let's go.
You being a bitch is my thing. Carry on.
I hope LGB Spring does these quite cool.
Oh fuck.
Okay, let me finish laughing and let me have a cup of coffee and another rum. We'll get to the bitch part.
Oh
Fuck,
shit.
I forgot, both the Christians left, and I didn't even get this one in here.
I love you, God. Damn, I'm true. Jesus Christ. Check that. I'm righteousness. Jesus Christ. Shoes of peace. Stomping on the enemy. We love you, God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, we love you, God. Shield and faith of God. Jesus Christ. Everyone right here. Hey. Help me. A salvation.
Looked like he was coming out of some trim right there. What the fuck? That last move? What the fuck?
Hey, God has a sense of humor.
Right.
And sometimes this world is just funny
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
I would like to talk to Flo for a second.
Oh, I thought you said Joe. My apologies.
I did. I said Joe. I would like to talk to Flo.
You don't need my permission.
So there is this magical font. There is this magical point at which clips no longer have value. It's about 22 seconds. Anything beyond 22 seconds, it becomes like something that you're trying to onto somebody's face. If you can take one side or the other of that particular clip, you would make buku.
Flo, I
means for
enjoyed every moment of it. Me and Sasquatch see nothing the same and agree on nothing. I thought the whole video was worthwhile. I was interested the whole fucking time. I was like, people are fucking insane, bro. He
I
was
probably
being
need
a
to hit him with the
superstar.
negativity clip pretty soon.
those people who want to try to finance the communist side of this issue. And I'm telling you that the entertainment is the capitalist venture in this project.
So incoherent that it's barely comprehensible.
I think they know that
Dude, finish that clip.
Shut up, nerd.
Fuck.
You mean this part?
So that all has to be straightened out conceptually before we as a species, let's say, can move forward intelligently on this front.
Right. And so we agree on the point that if
You
you
cats
don't
didn't
have
answer
a
the question.
basic premise to your concept, you are operating without a
Right.
basket.
All
You
right, I'm
can't
just
go to
really
hell
not
with a
listening to
basket
you, Sasquatch.
without the basket to go to hell in. Joe,
I hear you, and I where'd you go?
not.
I hear you, and you're right.
Oh shit! I just assumed he was drunk. He wasn't going to make any sense. I
No, he
intentionally
makes
talked
sense
to
to me. He
I'm
makes sense
sorry.
to me.
I'm not a drunk.
Okay, no, that would
How
be
long
my
is it?
fault.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Joe, what was the question?
I
After
wanted-
this 45-second video.
I wanted. Okay. I wanted to know. I'll say it like this: if Sasquatch exists, what is he? Not you, Sasquatch.
Fuck! What the fuck am I supposed to say? Not me.
Nothing. I'm talking to fucking Flo.
Other motherfucker that claims to be Sasquatch, but
Listen,
not
Flo
you.
is not a nerd, bro. He is not a
Because I'm so
nerd.
cool. I said not you.
All right, who else is a nerd? Jeff, let's see if you're a nerd. Jeff, if Sasquatch exists, what is he? Nah, I'm not buying it. I know a black friend. Shit.
look,
Nah, that's the only one you
Are
got.
you talking about like what species?
My bad.
What
You tell me. I don't want to add
classification?
more. I'm willing to add more, but one
I
of y'all
don't
would
think
have
he
to say something
exists, but he
first.
would be well, cryptozoology is the scientific study of whatever his category is.
All right, we got a nerd. All right,
Cryptoorganism.
somebody else don't finish
have
that.
Equal
We got a nerd. Listen, I'll tell you why he a nerd. Somebody else answer the
doesn't
question. I'm
know
gonna tell you why he's a
nearly
nerd.
enough about the
All right.
area
smoking all of it.
That fucking
If
issue.
Bigfoot exists, what is he?
SCP-1008, or just an alien comes
Or an
and
alien.
visits and leaves.
What was the first one? FCP-1008.
Yep. SCPs is some fan fiction stuff that's about a fictional organization.
And what was
that
the second one?
secures, contains,
Alien.
and protects. An
All
alien.
right. All right. Here's why Jeff is a nerd, because he don't even believe in it, but he was willing to go there. He was like, first of all, I don't believe he exists, but if he is, cryptozoology suggests definitely 100% nerd, right? And my man's the sci-fi reference, whatever, or an alien. He spends a lot of time in comic books and shit. Nerd. And now I'm back to Grim is certainly not a nerd. Grim, you still with us? Grim?
I'm still here.
I gotta ask you the question, man, and I feel bad because I prejudged you. If Sasquatch exists, what is he?
If Sasquatch actually exists, then it's a figment of your imagination.
No nerd.
That's pretty normy.
Here, I heard that, Graham, and you can eat me equally with Joe Cool.
Yes.
Because I
What
don't
if
care what you
What if it's just a hairy white guy who got lost in the swamp?
That's totally that's totally feasible. A nerd would have been like
I've seen the names on the panel. You're not God. Flow State is. What?
What? Now, Sammy Flo, you got me thinking he's gonna say something. I'm thinking he's drunk again. He's not making sense.
So much. Flo is not with me today. I do apologize, Joe. I'll have to do it myself.
I got distracted by the accusation in the chat that I don't know what merit badges mean, when he doesn't know that I'm an Eagle Scout, which also means I'm a nerd.
Maybe he got a little more in the nerd category if he's an Eagle Scout. He might have just been authoritarian, though. He could have been an Eagle Scout cop, dude. Bob is over there lighting a fire, Mr. Martin. Bob is not supposed to be over there with that fire, sir. He could have been one of those Eagle Scouts.
Dr. D Head says I'm a spread Eagle Scout.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
That's pretty
one. Yes, 22 different types of knots, of course, make you a nerd. Yes.
Hey, Flo, I got a good one for you.
You already did good. You already did good, I guess.
Joe, seriously, I tried to become an Eagle Scout. I failed. I failed at that shit because, well, quite frankly, my family didn't have enough money to put me through enough fucking to get me an Eagle Scout. However, that's
how your country ass ain't an Eagle Scout. You gonna be teaching them shit,
bitch. Would you rather be stuck in the goddamn wilderness with Flo or me?
That's what I'm saying.
That's your choice.
Sasquatch to catch a raccoon with his bare fucking hands, bro. He take his beard and make a twine and catch a rabbit and
no.
feed everybody.
Like a lasso.
You could be stuck in the wilderness with me or Flow State. Make your motherfucking choice.
Flow State would have a credit card and a 9, though. I'm just saying. Right, Flow would have.
I told you, but the credit card's left behind.
Yeah. Flo would look better out there than we would.
My credit cards all got charged off anyways. They ain't worth shit anymore.
You're white. We could pull it off. All right.
But they're about to roll off of my credit report. So
Where was
soon
that
I can
one?
take out more debt.
Sweetest. Hey, Joe. I'll take care of you.
He said, I'll take care of you.
You'll be all right. Do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? Either way, you get screwed.
We've all been screwed.
That's a good one, Grant.
My question is what happens when you take them both?
You overdose and die.
Hey Joe,
Yeah.
you willing to come south of the Mason-Dixon, bud?
Yes, I've
I
done
can
it.
show you some really amazing.
That's not a euphemism, is it? Before I
No
continue.
euphemism at all.
Well,
I'm saying
yes.
you get far enough south of the Mason-Dixon, I'll show you some really amazing shit. Okay?
Sounds gay as fuck, though, bro.
Baby, like you got my email, you got my phone number. Like if you happen to end up in this sphere,
Where are
give me
you?
a call.
Where are you? Where are you?
Like,
I'll get there
use
while it's still cold. Where are you? Where are you? Sasquatch? Kentucky?
Georgia.
I love Georgia.
You know, the whole middle area of
Oh,
like
yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah, I love Georgia.
Hey
See-
Joe, are you tight with Rogue Nation?
Yeah.
I'm blocks away from him. He's right around the corner
Not
from
at
me.
all.
You're around the corner from his crib. I've been over to his crib.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
no
Yeah,
shit.
okay. No, I know that.
You're
I was
down
talking to him
here-
today. Matter of fact,
Well,
we was,
I don't know if he was down here. Maybe it's not where he lives. Down in Florida.
in Florida, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're right around the corner from me.
No,
man.
like Rogue Nation's good people, dude. If Rogue Nation's
Real
fucking
super
with you,
good.
I'll be fucking with you. I don't even have issues with that shit.
Hey, say this is what we were talking
At
today.
least
Me, him, Wrights, and James Madison, I think. They're putting a center, and they do this all the time, but a sinister GAHM, I think is his name, in Oklahoma, is putting forth a bill called Misuse of the First Amendment Act or some shit like that, where in order for you to be pressed, before you can do one article or in my case, post one vid, I have to take out insurance, $1 million worth of insurance. I have to pass a background check. I have to pass a drug test every 4 months in order to be pressed.
come on, Joe.
In order to be pressed.
Please discuss with the Flo. May I have?
You have to take a drug test to be press?
Every
No,
4
ma'am.
months, you have to take 8 hours of misinformation training at a particular college, which I investigated. Me and Rice Crispy looked into today. It's crazy as fuck, Joe.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
What's up?
Journalism and media is dead because of that. If that's gonna happen, what the fuck ever. I'm
Yeah,
talking
Sasquatch.
regular print media, all that shit. Fuck. who else
Sasquatch.
would-
We'll come back to it. Sasquatch.
There's an issue here.
Yeah.
There's a point
Yes.
between LGBT Joe Biden.
That's Scott. I don't know why his name is that.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
go,
that's-
Brandon.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying there's a point between him and Joe Cool. What he just said, I would really like to hear what he's just said again, but I will go off my memory if required.
I don't remember what I said.
Okay,
Joe or what?
off my
Or what,
memory.
Scott?
That's fine. My point is, according
Oh,
to
I
what
was talking about the media shit. Yeah.
yes, some media shit.
Yeah.
It's media shit. I get you. But according to what you just said, if
Yeah.
I understood it properly,
Yeah.
you're saying that in order to do an actual media
Yeah.
reveal, like your news,
Any article, we calling ourselves journalists, any of that shit.
right, exactly. So in order to do that shit, you have to be an individual who identifies himself as a particular person so that you can accept the monetary gains of the given
You have to be
video that you are proposing, correct?
Not necessarily. I could claim my media and not make money. The media is just someone who disseminates information to the public. Many people are not making money and still are considered media.
Yes. Thank you. That is really hard to get across to people, dude. Just because I have showed up and identified myself as media does not mean I'm making a financial gain to a particular proponent,
Yeah,
subject.
but are they going to give you an exemption because you're not in commerce?
Didn't ask you. My point is,
Damn.
I don't make a dime unless
That was
it
cold
is
as fuck,
about-
Rich. Cock
Right?
We'll get to you in a
cock
second.
again or whatever, squash.
Hey, everything you want to say, but you have to wait until I finish the sentence.
I
If
don't know.
making a dime, oh, you can go fuck yourself equally, and I'll just sit here quietly because
Bend over, I'll take you.
Hey, Flo.
Yo.
I just remembered another reason why you're wrong. I know Sasquatch is going to agree with me on this one. I can already predict it. Tom Hanks movie, The Burbs. Have you seen that one?
I don't remember it. I did see it, but I don't remember it.
You have to pay for the media class.
That's a good one.
Your microphone is awful, and you're too far away from your camera.
it's trash. It's really bad.
What? The Burbs was trash?
No, go ahead.
Burbs was a decent suburban film. It didn't actually reach the rural area of the world, but it did make a decent amount of money in the inner city features.
I don't care how much money it made. It was a good movie.
Oh, so you don't care about the actual results of the picture. You just want to project your own particular device.
Yeah, I got taste, dude. I don't care if
Right.
it's popular
It's
or
the
not.
taste that makes the difference, not the financial.
Even a troll when he's drunk.
Give me 2 more seconds, bro. I almost did.
Damn, bro.
Come back and debate when you're sober, dude.
Bro,
go ahead. What you were saying when Flo was wrong about the movie because of why?
Because he said all Tom Hanks movies are trash, and The Burbs.
I said
was a good
Tom
movie.
Hanks is lame.
No, Tom Hanks. Even Big is debatable, and when it
Big
comes,
was all right.
Big was all right. Big was all right. Let me remind you guys something.
The reason why I'm coming here to Flo's channel because he's actually smarter than I am. So I'm trying to learn from him. That's what's going on.
Terminal, that was Terminal was good.
Terminal, I thought he's very good at Terminal. I thought.
Anyways, watch The Burbs, Flo. It's a good one.
I hear you. I can't tell a lie. I'm not going to watch it. Not because I don't think it's good, but because I don't really watch any movies.
I'm not gonna watch it because I don't think it's good. I wouldn't watch it. Anyway.
I tried to sell all of our TVs, but the girls wouldn't have it. We got so many fucking TVs in this house. I don't know why.
No, I hear what you're saying, but listen, I would like to spend 2 hours. Give me 2 hours to sit down and go through The Burbs with you. We can take the information that me and you derived from watching The Burbs. I know this sounds nuts.
Already it's nuts.
Crazy,
Yes.
but it's a concept out of time. You're out of position to interpret The Burbs. I know you think living in a suburban environment that you
Are you asking me on a date?
Yes,
to watch The Burbs. Yeah.
May I please, Joe? Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to talk to this man. Please,
Hey, Flo, I'll Netflix and
2
chill.
hours.
Bro.
You define the 2 hours. Where, when, and how you wish for it to happen.
Okay,
I'll
good.
make-
Get her undressed and we'll do this thing.
You make it fucking happen. I'll make it happen in a reality.
All right, fine.
Good deal. Much love. Don't let the man get you down.
But next time, let's talk about like culture and shit. Let's move. We'll get some more
Hey,
interesting
we're
topics.
gonna talk about culture. We could do that.
But I'm still out of voice, so I can't do shit.
Oh yeah, his voice is all fucked off.
I'm like, hey guys.
I don't give a fuck. I can already tell you that now, but go ahead. Man, I don't give a fuck about shit tonight. Like, let that be known. But go ahead and say it.
I'm
Word
sorry.
up,
I'm
Cynthia.
in love with her. I can't help it.
Yeah, that was good shit.
And then we'll get into drama and shit way later.
Moisturized, tender.
That was
No, no,
that was
drama
that was
is
that was a
totally
desk pop. That was a desk pop.
If we wish to discuss drama, we should discuss drama in its own sphere.
I want to hear what's going on with Paul, somebody unslaved or whatever.
It doesn't involve interpretation, and it doesn't involve the ability to reach beyond that drama to reach the next section of what is reality, because drama does not allow reality to intrude. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're speaking in riddles here.
Yeah, he's a drama slut, dude. So
Drama
Yes,
slut
me.
has stuff for men, stuff for women who think they're men, stuff for men who think they're women, and stuff for dogs who think they're children. What we don't have is anything for the pigs. That just comes normal in your day-to-day activity.
Oh, he was
I
drunk then too.
identify
Huh?
as an Apache attack helicopter. I win all the debates.
Do you know how quickly I had to scramble and get that clip out of there before you took
I'm
that?
sorry. I wish I could have given you more time.
I know. I
Flow
didn't.
state.
Why do you think you said you can? I was
No,
sitting there. I was like,
that's why
I
I
gotta
gave
keep
you
talking.
10
I gotta keep
minutes.
talking until I find this.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
There you go. There's your burbs for you.
Did I do something? Where? Oh,
Where?
okay.
I want to kill everyone.
Sasquatch, we're gonna do it
Satan is
right now.
good. Satan
Look,
is our
Sasquatch,
pal.
we can watch it together on Scott's screen right now.
Yeah, let's just watch the movie right now. I want to kill
Well, everybody got to be
everyone.
quiet through the
Satan
whole
is good.
Everybody shut
Satan is
up,
our pal.
man.
Everybody got to be quiet through the whole movie. All right, come on, let's watch.
I don't think I'm get away with this.
I'm pretty sure you'll get
No, we're not going to
yanked
get away
down
with that.
off of YouTube for that, so I wouldn't do it.
Y'all can do it on Discord though.
I'll go do that shit on Rumble right fucking now. Don't
I'm
even
not
do
gonna
it.
do it with 8 other guys, but even if I did,
Talking over it with it being played on a TV in the background, we could probably get away with it. But
it
it's
would
not
be
worth it.
embarrassing though because it's the Burb, it's not the
I
Godfather.
like you.
That's
See,
true.
here's the thing. You wouldn't be embarrassed because I would allow it to take place.
Tom Hanks wasn't in The
I'm
Godfather.
embarrassed now.
Corey Feldman was in that. I forgot about that.
Because
fucker.
I still allow it to take place. Fuck you. Equally. With everyone.
Hey, Pinocchio, where do you think you're going?
Straight to the end of my nose because I felt like telling a lie.
Anyways, it's a good movie, Flo. You won't be
Yeah.
disappointed.
I don't
Well,
disagree.
I've got a date.
Just
I've
be
got
a
a date
bitch.
coming up, so I told you I wasn't gonna watch it, but now it looks like I definitely might watch it.
Yeah, you
in
got
my mind, I might have to watch it now. Fuck.
And Joe
Oh,
versus
you want to come
Volcano.
on the date?
I
too.
like Joe versus the Volcano.
No,
I
Joe
know. I'm trying to tell him
was
there's good
excellent.
movies out there. He just saw all the
Yeah.
shitty ones.
Joe, I'm sorry. I know you might misunderstand what I'm saying. Joe versus the Volcano has a lot of like interpersonal relationships in it, a lot of social justice in it, and a lot of the concept of a person's personal like worth being just drained out of them by the system. And it's only when he escapes the system and realizes that he has power in and of himself, that he doesn't have to borrow power from another entity to make himself powerful, that he realizes he is a man, a person, and real in his own image.
I didn't see all that, but I can see how it is
You
there.
got to look for the lightning bolt imagery. It's about the icon of the life sucking force.
Right? No, he's right. He's
That's
right.
it. That's
Exactly right. The first time you see the flash of light in that movie, it happens in a neon light above his head. He's like, God, I can't hear anymore. That
A
is
brain cloud? You didn't even get a second opinion about a brain cloud?
right.
He's gonna take that luggage with him everywhere he goes.
But the luggage saves his life. It is that thing which resolves his entire existence onto the island where Joe, and I'm sorry to be a bitch about this, versus the Volcano.
Yeah, without the luggage, he never makes it. Huh?
He made it there with the luggage.
On the luggage.
Natives kept the luggage. He went on to the Volcano because he's a real man and not a pussy.
And he jumped in with true love because that was the moral
Pussy,
story.
yet again, not a pussy. Don't care about the love. Don't care about the
I
interaction.
don't know if I want to watch. You guys are making this movie sound stupid.
No, if you watch it, it'll
I'm not
blow your
saying
brain.
it's smart. I'm just saying it's an excellent film.
It's not a bad film. Is the
Someone's
point.
probably gonna
So,
blow something if I watch it.
I remember
Volcano
it
is a
fondly.
burger.
That was 20 years ago, probably, when I saw that damn movie.
But I'm really gonna
Burger
tell
is a
now.
movie.
All less viable today for a moral concept? No? Yes?
What was
Are
the
you-
question?
That because it's 20 years old, that it's not viable as a moral.
No, I was just talking
That's
about I don't remember it.
Oh, you just don't remember it, so it's not viable as a moral lesson.
No, when I do believe I'm pretty much untrollable, but keep going.
I love you, dude. Like, I'm not. This
Well,
ain't.
say,
Like, we're not having
Yeah.
that. I'll just say it.
Yeah, it comes better.
Big Lebowski your favorite movie?
What, Scott?
Is Big Lebowski your favorite movie, or
It's a good
one of
movie.
them?
It's definitely one of them. Yeah, it's up there.
You you know True
Top
Romance?
True
I know
Romance is a great movie.
True Romance is the fucking dopest
Kristen
movie.
Slater and
Oh my god!
Yeah, I saw
Christopher
that. And
Walken.
I don't remember it at all, but that was good too.
Holy shit!
None of
Fucking
y'all saw Gleaming the
Dexter
Cube?
the Pimp.
Oh, what?
What's that? Fuck, everybody's
a
in
fan?
that. Anthony Hopkins. It's
What?
a fucking great movie.
What
None
movie
of
with
you
Anthony
saw
Hopkins?
Gleaming
Oh,
the
he
Cube?
was.
True Romance.
He was in
Hopkins
True
was
Romance?
Christian Slater's father.
Okay.
Was it not Hopkins? It was what's his name?
Hold on, Joe.
maybe
Christopher Walken. You
These people have
No,
gone-
that's the guy that killed him. He killed his father first. I think it wasn't Hopkins. It was fuck. What's that old guy's name? It may have
You're
been
talking some
Hopkins.
Phoenix stuff, dude. That's River
No,
Phoenix.
it's the scene though that's the best where he's talking about the Sicilians.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yes,
Eddie's-
I remember that.
sex. I'm about to eat nachos. It's the greatest moment of my life. Unless you screw it up with whatever it is you're about to say.
It's that very point. You're talking about a 4-dimensional situation in a 3-dimensional movie.
Oh my God! Somebody
Either-
shoot me.
No, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I've watched far too many movies for this to be an issue. You're either talking about the 3-dimensional option of the skateboarder concept that he runs with, or the pump up the volume concept where it's the simple, like, 4th-dimensional concept of social
Good
media.
podcasting movie.
Somebody say something.
Jeez.
Y'all equally. Fuck you.
I'm smoking weed.
It's hard
I'm
to
really,
respond behind
really
the shit. Hey,
frustrated.
wait. Let me play Sasquatch for a minute, and then you wonder why people don't respond. Yes, I'm going to say something that's coming out of your mouth. You're wondering why people don't respond.
Please.
We're talking about the movie True Romance, and then I say, if you think about it, the potato represents the inner sanctity. Therefore, from.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
How come no one's saying nothing?
Random bullshit and put it into a random strain, I would agree with you. The fact is that I took 3 Phoenix films and put it into a perspective that you
Christian
didn't.
Slater films we were talking about how we get to fucking River Phoenix, and how do we know that if you don't tell us we're talking about River Phoenix suddenly?
Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I've spent a lot of time in movies. Okay, like fine. Christian Slater is the individual that took the River Phoenix crown, if you will.
I go
There
for that.
was
Yeah, I go for that when he died.
individual- Pump up the volume. Where did the pump up the volume come from?
I do not.
Getting
know.
no response to
You
troll
don't know.
comments in chat. Election 1998. Matthew
Election's funny.
Broderick,
Election
Reese
is good.
Witherspoon. Fucking genius and hilarious.
Good
Yes.
fucking movie. Yes, great, brilliant.
Never
fucking
heard of
film.
it. I,
It was brilliant.
Yeah, that's
I've
good
never
stuff.
seen or
That's
heard
good
of
shit.
90
thank you for the
Percent
super
movies.
chat.
We can watch
I don't
any
know
of these.
who's trolling in the comments. I was doing something else.
No, that's good stuff. No, he's not.
Hey,
No, that's not wrong.
Sasquatch, I got something you might
Please.
appreciate, being that you're
Please.
kind of a heavy drinker.
I'm a little bit this is my birthday. Fuck all of you equally.
Oh, happy birthday,
my
Bill.
Happy birthday. I didn't know.
By my bar today,
no.
I just
You just got a lot less obnoxious since you said that just now.
No,
just
no,
looked
it
up
does seem I'm leaning on some shit, doesn't it? I'm sorry, Joe. I meant to tell you. I apologize.
I just hooked up my
should've
new
told you.
ice maker.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
hooked up my new ice maker so I can pour, alkaline water in it and get fucking alkaline ice out of it. So
You
that,
can do as you please. I'm not going to change it
That's
No,
what
I
you
thought you
disrupted
might
the movie
appreciate having
conversation for?
to me.
What's that? Oh, I
You
thought
disrupted the
I
movie
thought-
conversation to
movie
talk about your
conversation.
ice maker?
Yes, he did. Alkaline.
I'm enjoying
water.
it, man. I'm enjoying
Clearly,
that shit.
clearly you are.
I hate fucking refrigerator ice. I have to buy ice all the goddamn time. All right, moving right along.
Sherelle, why are you gonna cry?
I would just like to say, if you super chat Flo's channel, you can make Sasquatch drink more. It does work.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
that is true.
You want to hear a cop story? Kind of a fucking bumbling cop
No,
story.
I want to hear more about your ice machine.
But
No. This is my dad. My pops and I were working on our boat in the back, on the water, in the
Is this
canal.
about the ice machine?
Yeah, the ice machine on the boat, though.
Can you show it to us?
Yes. Fuck.
Do you have video?
Alkaline, right?
I could
Right.
actually.
That-
I could actually go.
So, do you have
I
video?
could actually go live with my fucking phone and show it to you, but no thanks. The house is a mess. Needless. That's what you want to see is the fucking house. But some other time, Flo, we'll talk about it. That's a good stream. Dad and I
No,
were
your house
working
is
on.
always a mess. I've seen your house.
No, you haven't.
I've seen enough of it.
Yeah, there's plenty more. There's
7% of it, and that's enough.
There you go. There you go. So Dad and I are working on the boat. We got a fucking boat in the canal in the backyard, and I'm fucking. The engine's down in the. There's like an engine room, so he's down in the engine room, and I'm standing on the deck, like leaning, on one knee, leaning over, looking, and I hear a boat coming up, and I look, and it's right up on us, and there's a guy with two chicks, and they're topless. And I'm like, Dad, and they're past us by the time he comes out of the fucking hole. He goes, fuck, why didn't you tell me earlier? What's that?
You went to get your dad?
Hell yeah, I told my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad, right up here. Look here. There's two chicks. Dad was cool as fuck. I'll tell you more stories about him. Coolest guy in the
Obviously,
world.
yeah.
Coolest. So I'm telling, well, listen to the story. You'll see how cool fucking Dad was. So I'm telling Dad, and he's like, fuck, man, why didn't you tell me sooner? They're fucking halfway, past the boat to where you can't really see but a side boob. And he's like, fuck. So he starts to go back down, and all of a sudden this boat starts turning around and coming back to canal. Dad, get back up here. He's like, fuck, what's going on? I'm like, the boat, they're coming back. She's like, oh, he comes up. Well, they pull right up to us and kill the engine. Guy starts asking us, hey, you know where to get some beer? And Dad's talking to him. He's like, this is fucking heaven for him now. These two chicks have fucking nice racks. Dad's like, beer? Yeah, there's a marina, but, Scott, go in the house and get some beer. I'm thinking, oh, shit, Mom's in there. This ain't going to go well. So I've got to sneak into the house and get some beer. Now I'm going to the fucking outside refrigerator, no beer. That's usually a safe bet. But I don't drink beer, so I have to go right around the corner, but in through sliding glass door to go to the inside bar, and I'm grabbing some beer. I fucking go.
He's
ahead
a
and grab
really
a
big boat.
It seems like this is a long story to you.
It's a really big
almost done.
boat. I thought we were on a boat, but
It was a big boat. I'm in the house. No, I go up. We're parked in the back of the house.
Gotcha.
We're parked behind our house. All right, my parents' house. Now I'm in the house getting some beer for these people. We didn't have any beer on the boat. We didn't have any beer in the outside refrigerator by the pool.
You sound like a sucky person to hang out with. I don't want to hang out with you anymore. You don't have any beer.
Getting the beer, my mom sees me. She says, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting Dad some beer. She goes, 6 of them? I'm like, yeah, well, I'm going to drink one. She goes, you don't drink. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I go, and Dad's like, I said, Dad, Mom saw me. He goes, oh, shit. As soon as I'm there handing him the beer, Mom's yelling out the back screen door from the pool. She's like, George, to my dad, I called the police. The police are on their way. Dad's like, oh, fuck. He just looks at them and he says, you better get out of here. My wife's, she's called the police.
Was your mom named Karen?
Yeah, damn near.
Okay.
Rest in peace. She just passed away 6 months ago.
I'm sorry.
So let's leave her alone. But Mary, let's go with that. So Dad